Meghan Markle is involved, prepare for it to become all about her. Meghan was all over Kelly Zajfen at the Alliance for Children's Rights event, where Kelly was the one being honored, and yet Meghan couldn't help but make it about herself, even posting a picture of her watching Kelly's speech, practically blocking her, and not to mention posing front and center on the carpet to the point where she literally had to be told that, hey, maybe Kelly should be in the middle. The event was full of hungry camera stares and an over-the-top gushy red carpet appearance, which comes in a long list of contradictions that Meghan's life has become hell because the press and attention, something Prince Harry claimed once again just as recent as this past January, saying that it made Meghan's life an absolute misery and a nightmare. Does this look like someone living a miserable nightmare?
That's when my parents and I broke up.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Scandalous Media. It's Angela here, and if there's one truth about Meghan, it's that no one is stopping her on the quest to the top. If you enjoy our Meghan and Harry coverage and you're looking forward to our breakdown on Tom Bower's betrayal book, be sure to like and subscribe and put those post notifications on so you don't miss the live chat premiere we do for every single video, and shout out to our live fam who's watching right now. Of course, follow us on social media for inside tea and real-time takes. Amid the Netflix scandal that I broke down in a deep dive, where Netflix is reportedly fed up with Meghan and Harry for making empty promises and failing to deliver, leading to a downgraded deal and their divestment from As Ever, Meghan was all smiles as she clutched Kelly's pregnant stomach and gushed over her dramatically. And once you watched the video, you quickly realized nothing funny was actually being said. Meghan was just fake laughing to get these shots. If you ask me, this was the typical Markle love bomb where she throws up all this affection on you before she ghosts you when she gets what she wants. Ask Jessica Mulroney. It's actually the report going around the streets of Montecito that their neighbors are avoiding them, with the source saying it's not hate, it's just a growing awareness that they're takers with zero self-awareness. Everyone's exhausted by them. Kelly is the co-founder of Alliance of Moms, an LA community of philanthropists who support pregnant and parenting teens in LA's foster care system. She and Meghan reconnected in recent years after the devastating loss of her son George in 2022 following a viral illness. Kelly praised Meghan and Harry for being a guiding light for their family, but the only light I see is the one of opportunity. Suddenly, Meghan is all over Kelly, whether it's at the 2024 Children's Hospital Gala or on a night where Kelly is being honored. And even though Meghan and Kelly have known each other for nearly 20 years and Meghan was at her wedding 15 years ago, Kelly wasn't at hers, and their close-knit relationship blossomed in the past few years only once Meghan lost all the connections she's needed. So is their friendship one of opportunity or true, genuine support? You tell me. The Red Carpet Fiasco. Watch as Meghan takes Kelly into a big bear hug, and then here's where the performance starts. Meghan is probably wondering, how do I take Kelly's big moment and first red carpet appearance with her pregnant belly and make it about me? That's when she looks down and is like, and just puts her hand on Kelly's belly. Kelly then goes on to put her hands on her belly, and bam, there's Meghan stealing the shine by doing the same. This is a big deal for Kelly, who's not only pregnant with a baby boy 3 years after the death of her 9-year-old son, but she is also being honored that night. And it's like, to get to Kelly, you gotta get through Meghan overshadowing her first. Meghan literally leans over to get these laughing photos of her posing with Kelly's belly, and in doing so, she pushes Kelly's head away, who leans back and laughs along with Meghan despite nothing being said. Let's take a look at this clip with Meghan fake laughing after pushing Kelly away to get these photos, leading Kelly to just burst out laughing too.
Over to the left, please. To the left, over here.
And the entire time, you could tell how happy Meghan is to be posing on the carpet. She is truly in her element, doing her one true passion, being photographed. She couldn't hide it, even saying, yes, yes, of course, the paparazzi, telling them to face this way.
Yeah. Ladies, together right here, please. Yes, of course. And smile together.
No one is even talking to her here, but she can't hide the excitement.
That's when my parents and I broke up.
And what cracks me up about Meghan is that you know she is doing her best to get the best camera shots. And I get it, the entire purpose is to pose on the red carpet. But she's faking what would otherwise come naturally, such as the fake laughs as we saw, and even here, with the lovey-dovey poses, she turns to face Kelly, who is just following her lead the whole time. Of course, she plants herself in the middle during the group photos, leading to one of the women having to instruct her that, hey, maybe Kelly should be in the middle, as we saw earlier. Meghan of course had that plastered smile on the whole time because she's probably aware of all her mask slip-ups that the internet has caught on to. Another person gets called into the group shot, and this woman thanks Meghan for her support, but Meghan is so locked in on the photos, she doesn't even continue responding to her. Take a look.
Everyone right here. And on the left side, guys, together, the smiles this way.
She's just cracking up jokes as long as it means staying on the carpet for longer.
Can you guys take a step down? Please?
Once again, who ends up in the middle? Meghan. And I bet it doesn't even cross her mind that, hey, maybe my heavily pregnant friend who's been through a lot and is the one getting honored tonight should be in the middle, because she is so in love with the attention being on her. And on its own, that's not a problem, I've said that for years, but when you turn around and have your husband crying in court, basically asking taxpayers to fund your lifestyle while offering nothing in return except flower sprinkles Netflix isn't even interested in, it completely breaks that narrative. I also think this is her way of pushing back on the Netflix scandal, being overly smiley and upbeat to give off this "everything's fine, I'm totally unbothered" image when that's clearly not the case. And she left Harry behind like she usually does for things you think would involve both of them. It's like she's always there when there's an opportunity connected to Harry, like the Invictus Games, ready to capitalize and make it about her, but otherwise keeps her own world very separate from his. The behavior continues inside. Now inside the event, Meghan is still all over Kelly, even giving her another hug backstage as cameras surround them from all angles. You've been hugging all night, you really think you need an additional 18th hug on top of the already 30 hugs you've shared for the cameras? A few people come up to Meghan to give their hellos, and Kelly seems a bit over it. Watch her face as Meghan is all smiles. She's probably tired since she's heavily pregnant and actually just gave birth this past week, but with every flash, Meg comes more and more alive. It's like she's energy harvesting. So when she's alerted that she's gonna take one picture and not 700 more, Kelly says okay, you know, she probably wants to wrap this up, while Meghan, who was all smiles and talkative all night, kinda has a mask slip where it looks like she's rolling her eyes while keeping that smile on, trying to hide her disappointment. It's actually pretty hilarious, take a look.
I think we're gonna do one photo that will jump out. Okay, she do.
Of course, Meghan couldn't help but post an entire reel recapping the events where she had someone follow behind her the whole time, documenting the entire night. From walking hand in hand with Kelly, to putting the part on the red carpet where someone's coming up to greet her, to posing in the middle and magically being the only one wearing a different color so she already sticks out, to her fake laughing with Kelly as she leans over her belly, to more hand holding. Wow, Meg really didn't let her go all night. She probably couldn't believe she was with the woman of the hour and not on the outside begging to be let in, as is the case with A-list Hollywood events, but who's keeping count? As they were walking inside the event, Meghan was practically twisting her head, saying bye to the photographers. Look at her body language here. Kelly is walking away while Meghan is fully turned toward the photographers. She had to be peeled off the red carpet, giving her thank yous as she departed. Those photos were snapped when the photographers were asking her to do a solo shot.
Single, can we get a single, Meghan? Meghan, just one? Okay, thank you.
I'm not too shocked that she didn't take any solo pics. She's like, I gotta give her tonight. Meanwhile, the whole night we couldn't get to Kelly without Meghan upstaging her, even when it came to awarding her, as we'll later see. She was attached to Kelly the entire night, and I think it would have looked weird if Kelly left the carpet and Meghan lingered around, as we've seen from past events. Actually, at the Children's Hospital Gala event in 2024, Meghan did take a bunch of solo shots and was directed to keep it moving down the carpet.
And Meghan, right
And Meghan, straight ahead. And right here, please.
Until she spotted Kelly taking her solo shots and went back to Kelly, leading to the photographers to let out a shocked "oh."
Straight ahead. And right here, please. Oh. Aw, ladies, can we start you at the beginning?
Meghan was posing all over that carpet, holding a pose to get these candid walking shots as Kelly trails behind her, which is funny because I remember reading that she was kinda Kelly's guest at this event, but she's acting like the opposite is true.
Cute. Aw.
I don't even think Kelly got any solo shots that night because the second she stepped foot on the carpet, Meghan was right there, and if you search up Kelly's photos from that event, only her photos with Meghan come up. Meghan is the bigger name here, so that checks out, but at the end of the day, she was still a +1. Legs spread open on the carpet, refusing to leave despite being motioned to move down several times. I mean, she was practically camped on that carpet that night, even going backward on the carpet to pose with the CEO of the Children's Hospital, Paul Viviano. I've never seen anyone moving backward on the carpet to keep the photos going. She attaches to the hip of anyone who is getting attention, and that's my personal opinion about her friendship with Kelly. I question if Kelly didn't have an organization that was willing to open their doors to Meghan, a very rare feat, would Meghan still be all over Kelly whenever she gets a chance? I mean, from everything I've seen so far, it seems like she tries to upstage Kelly any chance she gets. Like at the Jack Qaid tennis tournament, Meghan is the one who is tearing up while Kelly is talking.
Inspired by how you use your voices to lift others, how you move with empathy, and how your compassion sparks action in everyone around you.
She's standing in front of Harry, all the cameras are on since Kelly is giving her speech, and for a while, Meghan is standing there as she forces out that one tear. You know, the sister tear we saw at the Queen's funeral. You could believe she's emotional if you'd like, she just strikes me as overly performative, judging from everything I've seen about her.
Now make yourself cry. Oh, I can do that so well. Oh my god, it's crazy. You're like, Meghan, one tear, left eye, go. Give me 3.
Back to Meghan's reel. There is a clip from inside the event, and Meghan walking through the event to someone filming her as she's dying of laughter with these two women in the bathroom who I believe are working at the event. Meghan, of course, wanted to get a clip in there to be like, look, I'm not bullying staff like those liars are saying I am. Of course, the women are fawning over Meghan and seem overjoyed to meet her, and because no one is posting fan edits of her, clearly she has to post one. This specific portion of the video strikes me as her trying to hit back at everything Variety magazine said in their expose, which was basically that, once again, she is a menace to work with. Netflix staff didn't get along with her, she was talking over Harry in meetings and accusing everyone of offending her when she would ghost Zoom meetings randomly. But hey, here's a clip of me being a saint to workers in a bathroom, and gosh, I didn't even know I was being recorded. Look at me laughing like an angel as I give these workers the time of day, even going as far as watching them do their little dance routine as I also try to dance with them. I mean, really, who's buying any of this? It's unfortunate, Meghan, that you seem to be an angel only on Instagram, but a dictator in heels anywhere else, whether it's in the UK or in the heart of Hollywood. Meghan also shows her speech, which I honestly don't have any complaints about. At least when she introduced Kelly, she didn't take up too much time talking about herself.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing tonight? I am so grateful to be here to be able to celebrate my dear friend and co-founder of Alliance of Moms and board member for Alliance for Children's Rights, Kelly Zajfen.
It seems like Sunshine Sachs has her on a leash this time around. They're scared she Invictus Games Kelly the way she did to Harry.
I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity to introduce someone who means a lot to me, and I know means quite a lot to all of you.
If you think that was it, you're wrong. She took like another 20 seconds to introduce him. It was ridiculous.
See him probably curling with you, cheering you on, and we'll...
Yeah, go watch my Invictus recap from last year or the top 10 most embarrassing 2025 moments from them, because it was truly an out-of-body experience watching this play out. So you can imagine my trauma when Meghan continued with this speech, saying,
Many years ago, Kelly and 4 friends recognized the need to create a supportive community.
If you have been victimized by her word salad as I have, you were probably holding your breath to see what she would say, but it was just about Kelly. She did insert multiple clips of her speech, including one of Kelly watching her give the speech, then Meghan handing the award, which I'm going to talk about in a second, then Meghan watching Kelly give the speech this time, of course walking off the stage with Kelly as she holds onto her shoulders, then there's another photo op, and it ended with the 87th hug of the night on cameras. I still find it funny how she had someone follow her all night so she could create this video. You could tell when someone doesn't often get invited to events. If I didn't know better, I think Meghan was Kelly's bodyguard with the way she hounded her all night. And Kelly, who will probably learn in due time, can't help but show gratitude to Meghan, because to her, she has a duchess with millions of followers and name recognition, thanks to her marriage, supporting her and caressing her every chance she gets. When someone isn't a household name like Kelly, it's harder to recognize when someone else might be there to capitalize, which in my opinion is what this friendship feels like. I think if Kelly wasn't invited to Meghan's wedding or the baby shower, and Meghan wasn't reaching out when she was in the States while living in the UK, but now has suddenly become her bestie, well, it's giving ignoring Tyler Perry's handwritten letter before the royal wedding, but finally replying when she wanted to stay in his mansion for free. Yes, this is a true story that Tyler literally said on Netflix, so go check out my Netflix coverage on that. Sticky fingers. What was funny though was their interaction when it came to Meghan handing Kelly the award. Because Meghan gets weird when someone is being awarded in front of her. I don't know if it's a subconscious and raging need she has, but she tries to hold on to the award for a second longer than she should. We saw this with Harry at the ESPYs when she clutched onto him and he basically swatted her hand away. And again with Harry at the first Kevin Costner event she attended, but instead, Meghan handed the award to Harry, who handed it to Kevin. Or the time Harry's team had to lift the trophy over Meghan's head, who just awkwardly stood under it, forcing herself in the middle and even trying to hold the trophy herself. It's safe to say she has quite the grip, or at least tries to. So when it came to handing the award to Kelly, she didn't give her the chance to come to the podium first. Instead, she walked to the edge of the stage to give her a hug. Then Kelly walked to the podium, turned for Meghan to hand her the award, but Meghan clutched onto the award for a little longer and started to walk back to the podium so she could hand the award to Kelly. She even held onto the award, as you can see in these pics, and Kelly is like, okay. It almost feels like, once again, Meghan was trying to get the photo op of her handing the award to Kelly, so she was really holding the pose there. I watch a lot of award shows, and usually the award presenter stays at the podium while the honoree, in this case, walks there. They don't walk to the end of the stage, hold the award to move back to the middle while the person who is accepting the award is waiting there awkwardly. I mean, she was maxing out any time she had with that thing. But you know Meghan, she likes to guide people to move 3 inches. We've seen it with Harry for years, and you could definitely make a whole compilation when it comes to this. Before we wrap up this video, let's talk about recent Meghan updates. Last November, Meghan was photographed on the set of Close Personal Friends, the film she's set to make a cameo in. Jack Qaid, one of the film's stars, was asked about working with her, and his response was awkward to say the least. He quickly brushed past it and was just as quick to emphasize that the main cast, excluding Meghan, was an incredible group of people to work with.
Excited to see you in your upcoming film, Close Personal Friends. What can you tease about working with Meghan Markle?
Yeah, no, it's insane. The main cast of it is myself, Brie Larson, Henry Golding, and Lily Collins, which is just an incredible group of people.
Now, in mid-April, Meghan and Harry will be heading to Australia for God knows what. As we know, Meghan's VIP package is charging people over $3,000 to hear her famous word salad in what looks like a low-quality stage setup in a hotel conference room. I'm pretty sure if I held a Scandalous Media meet and greet, we'd need a bigger space. Just the people that join the lives alone will draw a bigger crowd. Remember when Meghan had these framed photos of herself displayed as gifts in which fans paid $5,000 for a table of 10 during the Power of Women conference in this random Marriott hotel? I find it hilarious that she was basically selling framed pictures of herself. I wonder if that will be in the goodie bag in Australia. Maybe some leftover jam that's having a hard time selling, as Variety magazine exposed, as ever products are given out for free around the office. I bet Meghan and Harry didn't expect the downgrade when they were boarding the, what did Harry call it?
Freedom flight.
The next video will be my breakdown of the most scandalous tea Tom Bower exposed in his new book, Betrayal. I had covered his book Revenge when it came out, so definitely check out those videos for more tea. Here is one page where a former staffer describes the gaslighting and bullying they got because of Meghan, and that one former staffer needed therapy. They spoke about how Harry can't tell when Meghan is basically harassing staff because she does this whisper shout thing, so to him, she's speaking normally. Where have we seen her whisper shout before?
We were meant to fly.
Yes, we were meant to fly.
We were gonna fly. Yeah.
Stay tuned for that video, so be sure to like and subscribe and put those post notifications on so you don't miss the live chat premiere. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Follow us on our social media and let me try this whisper shout thing. And as ever, I'll see you next time.